Hi friends, here in this video we are going to see a problem based on flat belt drive. For that, here is a question. A flat belt is required to transmit 30 kilowatt from pulley of effective diameter 1.5 meter rotating at 300 rpm. The angle embraced is 11 by 24th of the circumference of the pulley. If coefficient of friction between belt and pulley is 0.3, the thickness of the belt is 9.5 mm. Density of the belt material is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Permissible working tensile stress is 250 Newton per centimeter square. Determine the width of the belt taking centrifugal tension into account. So this is the question in front of us. Next, I'll be reading it again in steps and writing the data. So let's get started. First, mention the type of the problem. This is based on flat belt drive. So it is a flat belt. Next, it is required to transmit 30 kilowatt power. So multiplying by 1000 to get in terms of watts. Next, from pulley of effective diameter 1.5 meter, the diameter of the pulley is given. Then rotating at 300 rpm speed. Then the angle of contact or embrace is given. Angle embraced is 11 by 24th of circumference of pulley. So it is 11 by 24th of circumference, which is having angle 360 degree. So that gives me the answer as 165 degree. And when I convert it into radian, that will be 165 multiplied by pi divided by 180, and the answer comes out to be 2.88 radians. Next, if the coefficient of friction between belt and pulley is 0.3, so mu is 0.3. The thickness of the belt is 9.5 mm. 9.5 mm, I'll convert it. It will be 9.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. Next, the density of the belt material is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So density is denoted as rho, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. I want the answer of density or the unit of density in terms of kg per meter cube. So how to convert it, we can see from here. 1 gram, so that is 10 raised to minus 3 kg, because 1 kg is 10 raised to 3 grams. So therefore 1 gram will be 10 raised to minus 3 kg divided by centimeter cube, and 1 meter is 10 raised to minus 2 centimeter. It is 10 raised to plus 2 centimeter. So therefore 1 centimeter will be 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So 10 raised to minus 2, and it is having whole cube. So this will be 10 raised to minus 3, and in the denominator it is 10 raised to minus 6. After the cancellation, 10 raised to minus 3 remains in the denominator, which when I bring it into the numerator will become 10 raised to plus 3, and so the density will be finally 1000 kg per meter cube. Next, the permissible working tensile stress is 250 Newton per centimeter square. Tensile stress denoted as sigma, and that is 250 Newton per centimeter square. Even this value needs to be converted in terms of Newton per meter square, and 1 centimeter is 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So it will be 10 raised to minus 2 square, which becomes 10 raised to minus 4. When I bring it into the numerator, it will give me the value 250 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Then we have to determine the width of the belt and take centrifugal tension into account. It is given in the problem. So the question is to find the width of the belt denoted by B, and here it is mentioned that we have to take the centrifugal tension into account, so we have to consider it. Now as power is given in the problem, let us get started with the solution by using the formula of power transmitted by belt. So let's get started. Here in the solution part, since power transmitted by belt is given by T1 minus T2 into velocity of belt. Now keeping this as equation number 1, We first need to find out what are the values of T1, T2 and velocity, and for that the first term is the velocity, and I can say the velocity of belt is given by the formula pi d n by 60. The diameter of pulley is 1.5 meter, RPM is 300 divided by 60. So I am getting the answer of velocity here, which is 23.56 meter per second. After getting the value of velocity, T1 and T2 are the unknowns in this equation 1. I need to get the relation of T1, T2, which I am going to put in equation 1, and for that I have to use the belt tension ratio. So belt tension ratio is given by T1 upon T2 is equal to E raised to mu theta. Mu is given in the problem, it is 0.3. Theta in radians we have the value 2.88. Therefore, T1 by T2 comes out to be 2.37, or we can say T1 is 2.37 times of T2. This will be my equation second. Putting the value of T1 and velocity and even power in equation number 1. So put all values in equation 1. Therefore, power is 30 10 raised to 3. In place of T1, it is 2.37 times of T2 minus T2 into the velocity of belt, which is 23.56. So on calculating this, I am getting the answer of T2. It is 929.45 Newton. Once the value of T2 is known, we can put this value in equation number second to get the answer of T1. So T1 comes out to be 2202.79 Newton. Now, once T1, T2 values are known, in this problem it is given we have to consider the centrifugal tension. So the next step would be I am going to write the formula of centrifugal tension. Also, the centrifugal tension is given by mv square. Keeping this as the third equation, now I'll go for finding this mass, and for that I'm going to use the concept that since density is equal to mass upon volume, so therefore mass will be density into volume. Now the density would be of the belt and even the volume will be of the belt. So density is given and volume is area, which is B into T, that is the cross section of the belt, into the length of the belt, which we are going to assume as 1 meter because it is not given in the problem. So the mass which we are getting, that would be in terms of kg per meter, that is the length is 1 meter. So therefore mass will be, density is 1000, B is what we have to calculate, and this T was given as 9.5 mm, so it became 9.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So finally we are left with M, and which is only 9.5 B, because this 1000 and 10 raised to minus 3 will get cancelled out. Now after getting the value of mass, I am going to put M and V in equation number 3 to get centrifugal tension. So put M and V in equation 3. So the centrifugal tension will be, mass is 9.5 times of B, and the velocity we have calculated, it was 23.56 square. So I am getting the centrifugal tension in terms of B, and my answer is 5273.20 in terms of B. So this is the centrifugal tension which we have to consider. Now, after getting the centrifugal tension, we have to find the maximum tension, and that maximum tension is given by that since the maximum tension becomes tension in tight side plus tension which is the centrifugal tension. And if at all, suppose in the problem, if they would have given that we have to neglect the centrifugal tension, then TC value would have been 0. But here since they have said we have to consider TC, so we have to put the value here, and T1, the value came out to be, it was 2202.79, and TC value is 5273.20 times of B. Now we need to find the width of the belt. For that, in the problem they have even given us stress, so I'll use the formula of stress in the belt, and that will be called as maximum stress because this is maximum tension. So therefore the maximum stress in the belt will be sigma max is equal to the maximum tension upon the area of the belt, because it is force upon area which is stress. Now when we look at the cross section of the belt, so this is the belt cross section, so area will be B into T, and stress maximum is given 250, it was into 10 raised to 4 after the conversion in terms of Newton per meter square, and T max value, it is 2202.79 plus 5273.20 times of B, and area of the belt is B into T, and T is 9.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 in terms of meter. Now this is the area of the belt, or we can say the cross section area. After simplification and solving this, I am getting the answer of B, which comes out to be 0.119 meter, and after multiplying it with 1000, the value comes out to be 119.22 mm. Which is the final answer. And with this we get the cross section of the belt, and as mentioned in the question, there was only one thing asked, that is the width of the belt, and we have found out the answer considering all the parameters and centrifugal tension, and with this the problem gets completed.